Hello there, everybody. How's it going? If any of you guys out there on the internet are watching this recording, hello. I'm THP from Good Game Have Fun. That is my YouTube channel, and I really like playing The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. I really enjoy those games a lot. And Cold Steel 3 is happening pretty gosh darn soon. And so what I want to do, I think like towards the end of September, Cold Steel 3 is going to come out in English for the first time for PS4. I mean, Cold Steel 3 has been out for a long-ass while in Japan, but it's barely coming out now. And Cold Steel 4 is still a ways away, even though it's already out in Japan too. So yeah, you know, Cold Steel in Japan, it's old news. But here, we're barely halfway through the story, so yeah. I decided to do this spontaneous live stream. I know that this kind of goes against the schedule that I laid out, where I wouldn't stream until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But the thing is that I kind of want to use my free time to, you know, play video games and just kind of finish a lot of the stuff that I haven't finished yet. And a lot of the stuff that I want to play is stuff that I started off, you know, sort of streaming. And there's some really awesome games that I kind of want to, you know, have my reaction recorded to them, you know, like Yakuza 0, Sleeping Dogs. There's just a ton of really fun games that I want to stream at least once, you know, at least to, like, acknowledge them and play a good chunk of it, you know, on stream maybe once or twice. And then after that, I can feel comfortable in just saying that I played it online, and then I can just, you know, play the rest of it on my own. I've kind of come to terms with the idea that I don't have to live stream every single little mundane moment of my life. Especially when, you know, I'm planning out these bigger videos that, you know, will tend to be better in that aspect of kind of expressing my opinions on certain games and stuff. And, you know, even when I play stuff for, like, reviews or whatever, I will more often than not, you know, record my reaction and stuff so that, you know, if there's anything cool that happens, I can just kind of clip that little bit and, you know, just show it to you guys later on. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right. You know, I thought, you know what, Cold Steel 3 is going to come out very, very soon, and I am, like, basically halfway through Cold Steel 2, and so I'm like, you know what, I really, really want to finish it, but I also don't want to just play it, you know, without recording it, because I already have, like, an audience that has been following me, you know, play this whole thing. I have a whole bunch of episodes recorded on Cold Steel, and I think it'd be kind of shitting me for me to be like, oh, you know, here's the final boss, boop, I already went through all of it on my own. Like, no. Even if I am, like, quiet when I play this, I at the very least want to, like, have my progress sort of recorded. I am going to be blazing through this game as much as I can. I'm not going to be necessarily reading through every single line of text how I usually do. So, yeah. I'm going to sort of try and get to the point as much as I can. I'm also dealing with a different setup here. I'm playing the game via, like, this window that you guys are watching right now. I'm watching it as well right now on my OBS, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I have my whole OBS on full screen. And so because, you know, the delay is kind of 1-to-1, you know, when it comes to PS3, the delay really isn't that bad. And I'm playing a JRPG, so it doesn't really matter all that much if there's a delay. It's just a lot of, you know, looking at menus and whatever. So there's no, you know, super fast reflex thing that I gotta, you know, take care of. If it was a fighting game, then hell no, yeah, I wouldn't be doing this. I would switch over, you know, with my remote control, like switch the HDMI thing to my direct television feed, to which then I can play way better. But yeah, you know, by having the whole OBS thing here, I can see the event list over there, and I can see the chat, and, you know, my head is low enough so that, you know, I can see every comment as it happens. The only thing that might be a problem is my camera, because, yeah, I gotta put it above the game footage, but not, you know, above other stuff like the chat or the logo, you know, for this, you see? Well, actually, you know, that's kind of where my camera sort of cuts off, so it's fine. But, yeah, you know, when the alerts come up, I don't want me to be above that. I want that to go over me. But yeah. Alright, so this is a very chill, very, like, whatever live stream. This is not necessarily, you know, what I was planning to do. I just have a lot of free time right now, and because of the schedule that I made it for myself, you know, I said from this time I'm gonna stop, and so that kind of leaves me with some time to sort of, you know, play games and kind of garner the skills and the knowledge for me to create more material for videos. And so I just had Cold Steel in my brain the whole day, and I've been debating on whether should I play it, should I not play it, and if I do I stream it, do I not stream it? I could just record it offline and then just upload it later, but honestly, it is so much faster and so much easier for me to just stream it and then go on Twitch, take the archive, export it to YouTube, done. You know, the whole thing practically does itself. So, yeah. Let's just stream it. One big thing, I don't have the chat, like, separate. You know, usually I have it on another monitor and I'm looking at it. But, yeah, no, this time I don't have it. So, it's literally whatever pops up here in this window, I'm seeing it. So, yeah, but I'm, for the most part, just going to be focusing on the game. I'm not really going to be, you know, talking a lot to the people in the chat. It is 10 p.m. right now. It is way, way, way later. Way after the amount of time that people expect to stream out of me, especially with the schedule that I laid out. So, yeah, if no one shows up, that's okay. I was fully intending on possibly just, you know, on just recording this offline and then uploading it later anyway, so, yeah. Okay, so apparently I turned in a whole bunch of missions. Apparently I'm done doing stuff, so let's just talk. I'm so glad that Angie's alright. My suspicion about George was right on the money, too. Wait, hold on. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Let's look at the bracer notebook and see what I'm supposed to be doing next. Rescue the hostage. How about main? Yeah, there we go. Act 2. Oh, the spirit shrines. We resumed flying around Eastern Ereboni aboard the Courageous when Fia accompanied the active team due to our request seeming dangerous. She's got a feeling... Oh, stop. She's got a feeling things will be just fine with her around. We'll be able to find the marine ore we need inside the spirit shrines, which are scattered around Erebonia. We'll need to take Celine and Emma with us once we're ready to start exploring them. Okay, so... I do want to check one more time because... Yeah, I'm not getting any student stuff. Usually, if I don't have any quests, I have like, hey, go pick up, you know, people from your class or whatever. But that if I did the student thing and I did the quest, that means that I gotta go and do a shrine after this, right? I'm pretty sure. Which is kind of like a mini dungeon sort of thing, so... Oh, and apparently I need to, like, take Emma with me or whatever. So, Emma and Celine. So I'm gonna go ahead and reorganize the party. And they're not gonna let me, change Fee out. Whatever, it's not like I ever had a problem with that. Get all the smelly men out of here and put in some actual strong, empowered women. Let's see, you can do them in any order. Yes, I'm aware, thank you. Let's see, I got 2 powerhouses on support. Might be a little too much. With Milliam, you know, Sarah and Laura. That's already, like, it's too punchy. You know, it's too aggressive. So what I think I'm gonna do is, gosh, I keep making up reasons to not include Milliam, but I love Milliam a lot, don't get me wrong. If it weren't for Fee being locked, I'd probably take out Emma and put in Milliam. Confirm. Yeah, but I need to have her if I'm gonna do any of these things, so. Choose a destination. Yeah, okay, so any of the 4 shrines. Terra Shrine, Ignis Shrine, Aqua Shrine. All of them were, like, roughly the same distance. Arya Shrine. Why don't we do top to bottom? Let's literally take it from the top, and then we'll just work our way down after that.
Full speed ahead.
Which one was the first one that we bumped into? Wasn't it the one that was, like, close to Legram or our house? To Tareen's place? Oh, no, yeah, this is definitely not the one that we bumped into before, right? Well, in any case, we gotta do all of them, so whatever. There's literally no reason for us to be, like, hesitating and be like, wait a minute! Like, that doesn't matter. There's, like, people that do One Piece reactions, and they see Luffy do a new move, and he's like, oh, have we seen him do that before? We didn't even see him train for that. Like, whatever. Who cares? Oh my god. They're like, stop making such a big deal out of nothing. We're here. The higher elements seem to be in effect, too. We'll need to make our way to the door further inside. Stay vigilant. Yeah, this is literally the same as those, You know, like the old schoolhouse dungeons that you had to go through after, like, a story arc, essentially. Okay, so rest if we need to. We can dance if we want to. Okay, so look, I'm pretty sure I got all of my orbments and stuff in check. The bigger thing is actually to upgrade all of my stuff, because everybody is kind of like in tier 1 when it comes to all of these. I gotta bring them over to tier 2. And that's the maximum, right? Yeah, and that's the most expensive one. Fuck me. I think Reen has enough. I think it might be better for us in the long run to kind of start thinking about how we're going to be upgrading everyone else's stuff. You see, it wouldn't bother me so much if, you know, it didn't involve literally all resources from all ends, you know? Yeah, like, you just drain through all of your stuff so fast. Okay. I guess we're gonna start. Is it here? Do we slash shit out of the way? No, they look like a teleporter. I'm assuming when we beat the boss, we're going to, like, you know, teleport there immediately. Alright, just get in there. We can save at any time. So, if things go bad, we can just save beforehand, and we good. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, how do you call it? Spontaneous live stream. This was not planned. This was unannounced, but I'll go ahead and tweet it anyway, thanks to my handy-dandy stream deck. I can actually send a tweet out right here with the push of a button. I just gotta wait until I get, like, the OK sign right here on the screen. When it comes to tweeting stuff, it can take a while because, you know, I don't do that too often, so the stream deck isn't really ready for it. But there we go, I tweeted it out. It's 10 p.m., but, you know, it's probably earlier somewhere. Somewhere out there in the world, they need to be entertained on their JRPGs, and I just totally killed that guy with no effort. I had no idea I could do that. I love that. It's kind of like an Earthbound, when you'll, like, run really fast towards an enemy that's, like, way lower level than you, and, like, you kind of just knock him over. Actually, no, that's not Earthbound. That's Mother 3. In Mother 3, when you're, like, 5 or 6 levels higher than somebody, you can just, like, do the dash and you can, like, knock them over like it's Black Friday at a Best Buy or something. You can just trample them over, and you don't even have to fight them at all. In Earthbound, you go through the whole, like, transition to go into battle. But instead of going into a battle, like, the enemy just kind of explodes and is like, hey, you win! You know, you win automatically. But that still takes time, you know? It's a lot faster to just do that. And apparently you get Sepith out of that. Brandon Hasio, hello, how's it going? A spiritual presence is emanating from the chest. Elisa and Gaius, level 65. Irina Ranford's daughter wasn't ready to purchase her own orbital car, but she was willing to take out a Lisa on one. Please stop. Okay, so I need to have Gaius in here. No thank you. Those quests, those like blue treasure chest things are really not that fun. Especially when all you get is just, oh, now you can, like, do co-op stuff with, you know, Elisa and Gaius. And when am I ever going to use Gaius? Much less, you know, pair him up with Elisa. Never. It's either Reen or nothing, you know? He's the only man for me. Still get Septic from it, which is good. Unfortunately, no EXP. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the... Oh, Sepith. I said Septic. What the fuck is Septic? I know this looks like a sewer level, dude, but come on, man. You don't gotta be so mean about the level design. Alright, I can officially say that the screen is way too small for me. And it just feels awkward. So I'm gonna go to the Elgato directly. And just see that, because the screen is bigger there. But I will move over the OBS screen so that I can see the chat. Yeah, no EXP. But, you know, if they're letting you just sort of get rid of them quickly... then I can only imagine that the amount of EXP that they give is, like, pathetic, you know? I'm assuming that there are other shrines out there that are significantly more difficult. I think I just had the good luck of choosing, like, what I assumed to be the first one.
This is a pleasant surprise. There's a treasure chest here.
Treasure chest. Ariel. So yeah, man, as I was saying, there might be some moments where I just might talk complete bullshit and just, you know... say whatever's on my mind, almost like it's a podcast. It's like a podcast with with Cold Steel 2 in the background, you know? Or I'll just be quiet and just kind of play the game like a normal functioning human being, as opposed to somebody that has, you know, grown up from his teenage years forward, recording every single little stupid and mundane thing in their lives. So, you know, who knows? It'll go both ways. This is kind of the thing when it comes to these spontaneous, unannounced streams, especially, you know, trying to get used to this new schedule that I have, and trying to get used to the fact that, you know, this is not really the main source of content. This is mostly going to be those weekly videos that I hopefully want to, you know, have done consistently. I'm still getting used to it, you know, like, one of the biggest challenges for me with the schedule is to go to bed at a reasonable time, because what happens to me a lot is that, okay, I gotta go this way. What happens to me a lot is that, oh yeah, you know, I gotta go to bed early, and I do, you know, I go to bed at like 10 p.m., 11 at the most, so that I can get at least a good solid 7 hours of sleep. Ideally 8, but, you know, I'll go to bed, and like, I can't, oh, okay, I see, I gotta lift this one up, okay, the one from the top, alright. What happens to me sometimes is that I lay down on my bed, and immediately, the moment my head is on the pillow and I close my eyes, my mind starts racing about all of the things that I could be doing. Like, all of the ideas that I get for, like, my games and stuff like that. In fact, I came up with 2 ideas for 2 games the other night, because I couldn't sleep. And so I'm there like, ah, gosh, I should just, like, you know, get up and, like, write them down, right? So that I don't forget. But I'm so, like, stubborn about it. I'm always like, no, I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to bed early so that I can wake up early and, you know, enjoy my day and, like, make more use out of my day, you know? Because as soon as the sun goes down, you kind of just get that feeling of, like, I don't really want to, like, you know, you kind of don't feel like doing anything else when the sun goes down, you know? And obviously, you know, when you work out of the home, you know, when your house, your desk, you know, your room is your workplace, it's very difficult for you to justify not doing something. But, you know, everything gets a little dark, and you just kind of have that feeling of, like, you know, time to chill out, you know? At least for me. And so, you know, when I supposedly, you know, clock out at, like, 5 p.m., the sun is still up, you know? I don't know. It's just trying to get used to the change in time and, you know, having, like, my body clock sort of get used to, you know, the change. My brother gave me this advice of, like, oh, just pull off an all-nighter. I'm like, really, word? I'm like, yeah, for sure, because when you just stay awake all day, you're gonna be, like, super duper tired. And then just stay awake until, like, 9 p.m., or like, 10 p.m.
Look! There's a treasure chest!
Just stay awake until then, and then, like, you know, just, you can, go to bed, and just wake up at 6, and there we go. Just do everything possible to, like, not break that pattern, you know? To not break that cycle. But I don't like that. I don't like pulling off all-nighters.
Here they come! Careful, everyone! My turn.
Solar Bee. Right. Level 63. Wind and water. Alright, I mean, I know there's, like, a boss chest, but honestly, this is, like, so easy. I mean, I assume so, because, you know, if I could just take all these guys out without even fighting them. Can I just sweep? How many? How many does that hit? That's 4. That's like 5. Oh my god. I think 5 is the best that I can hope for.
Eliminating target.
Hope for here. I don't want to be too stingy. Is it just me, or is the game too loud? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. 25. There we go. Just so that I can just speak comfortably without feeling the need to, like, you know, yell over the game. True arc slash. There we go. Just do a line. Do a line of coke. Okay. Let's see. What other stuff can I talk about other than, like, continuing to explain what the schedule is over and over and over and over and over again until it becomes boring and repetitive.
Leave this to me.
I am a teensy tiny bit bummed out right now, because tomorrow my brother actually goes back to university. His new semester of classes are starting up again, and so he has to go back to San Francisco. And so it is a little sad, because, you know, it was summer vacation for him, so He's been hanging around here for like 3 months. I feel like he never left, man. Holy shit. You know, he stuck around for so long, and we've been doing a bunch of stuff together, just hanging out. And sometimes we don't talk, you know, sometimes he just stays here.
Nice fighting, Fee.
But I like the feeling of having somebody here, you know? Just having the company, having good company. I like that. Criminal. Ooh, is that a Master Quartz? So yeah, it does bum me out a little bit that he's leaving, but hey, he's gotta go out there and live his life, and I'm proud of him. Oh, fire, there we go. Fireball, Heat Wave, Flame Tongue, Offensive Arts, deal critical damage. Oh, that sounds like something like an aggressive person would want to have. I don't know, is that like fire exclusive? I don't know. I'm always more of an all-around balanced kind of guy. I don't necessarily like, you know, going for things that are just specialized in one thing, because then I always feel, you know, like I'm lacking or whatever. Bum, 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 bum. That's why I like to give Reen a little bit of everything, at least for him, because, you know, he's the main character, so, you know, make him well-versed in everything, as opposed to everyone else, you know, just on their stats alone, you already know what to give him. Okay, you're the healer, alright, you're the powerhouse, alright, you're the agile one that doesn't have a lot of attack, but you can move around everywhere and evade, and do, like, defensive maneuvers and stuff. Okay, this is definitely a shortcut to go back to the beginning, because that thing on the floor looks exactly the same as that one thing on the entrance. Alright, we're gonna fight this very scary, what, like level 50 enemy? This must be the door Celine mentioned. I know there's several spirit shrines in Narabonia, but it'd probably be best to explore them one at a time. Should we dive in? Yeah, man, that's why we're here. Maybe we'll get more challenging enemies that way. I made it this far without any problems. I don't think any monsters are going to appear like they did before either. I think this is the last scene in someone else's memory, too. Alright, cat, open it. Get buff, and just pry the door like that. That'd be awesome.
Shrine of Radiance, crafted by the gnomes.
I can't take you seriously when you have, like, a Morgana voice.
By the hand of the spirits, open your doors and guide us to the proving grounds.
It's so spooky. Ooh, so is this like a whole nother segment of the dungeon, or is this just a little bit of story and then we out? Oh, it actually opened. There's fucking nothing in here. Where are all the Twinkies that I stored here? Oh, they were stolen thousands of years ago. You knew how to do that all this time? Yep, and you just decided not to do that at all ever, just because the plot demanded it. I've never heard that incantation before either. You never heard it because she never voice acted it until now. I learned it from the Elder a long time ago. I suppose you thought you weren't ready for it. Oh, great. That sure makes me feel better about myself. We can now advance into the proving grounds. Alright, let's prove ourselves to the ground. In their depths is where we'll find the crystallized marine ore. You'll find that trial I mentioned before, too. You'll need to be careful. I'll embrace any challenge. Alright, treasure hunting. Keep on your toes? Well, I'm not going to take them off. Even if I wanted to. I'll keep them on. Ooh, okay, this is some, like, Fallout
Stay
stuff
on guard,
here.
everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
No, it's not Fallout. It's more like Elder Scrolls, when you go into, like, the Dwarven installations, you know, like those ruins where you see, like, machinery and stuff walking around, everything made out of gold or whatever. Kind of like that, but it's green and there's an opera singer singing a song of happiness after being liberated from being stuck here for 1,000 years.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Okay, this one didn't run away, so, yeah. This might be a little bit more challenging. Cherubic Gate. Yeah, we went from, like, 75 to 95. We had a 20 level increase, so... Where are this enemy's, like, boobs pulsating like a heart? Okay, the higher elements are here, which means, like, bullshit insta-kills and stuff like that. Okay, Earth. Earth, and then, the yellow stuff, and the black stuff. Brown, yellow, black. Okay, but first, I kind of want to see what, regular attacks and crafts can do to them. It's always a good idea to just kind of feel them out first. Death blow? No?
Of course.
Alright, I guess there's only a a chance for that to happen. How much does that cost? I have 920, and that's... Okay, well, water wasn't the weakness. It's neutral. Let's see how the resistances are looking like. I probably should have motivated and, you know, done all that typical stuff. Does it feel like it'll be a little bit more difficult than usual? Oh, she doesn't have any CP. Oh my god. We might have to focus our efforts on the one person at a time because, yeah, we're not denting this guy a whole lot. Not as much as I thought I would. Ooh, Lazors. Hey man, we got a health in the tens of thousands, okay? So, don't underestimate us thinking that, you know, you're just gonna one-shot our asses. Heals allies. Alright, that's not a health regen, though. That's just regular healing. Okay. Let's move it. Let's do it to it, guys. Oh, wow. Their physical attack resistances are very, very low. Okay, so, like, arrows, projectile stuff, and then magic. Or what is that? I don't know what that last symbol is. The first one, from left to right, the first one is, like, slashing, right? Like, sword stuff. And then the next one... What? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Those symbols are a little tough to read, considering they're Considering they're very small. Alright. Let's try and do something like that. Somebody gonna have to start to take care of that other guy over there. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that he got paralyzed and hasn't really done anything. There we go, 4,000. Alright, cool. Ooh, there we go. Got a crit and you missed. Story of my life. All those opportunities just squandered. There we go. Yes, please get angry. Oh my god, your CP went up really, really high. I'll kill him. Here we go. Really? My god, man. Oh, and then you're gonna do something scary. I think I can kill you first. Oof. Go. Skria. You don't know. Are you gonna be able to kill him? Ooh, there we go. Oh my god, those guys explode as if they were like mini bosses. But weren't they supposed to be like just normal ass enemies? Alright, this thing worked pretty well before, so I'll just... There we go.
My turn.
You should probably keep doing more of that laser. Ah, come on. He's gonna fight back? Yeah. If you miss, they're gonna counter you, for the most part. There's a few moments in the Blue Moon where they don't do it, but... Alright, just keep picking at him. Oh, and it's gonna crit, too. It's gonna be, what, 8,000? 10,000, damn. Alright. I mean, if just doing regular damage isn't enough of a death blow to you. Ah, come on. Please. And thank you. Is what you gotta do. There we go. Those guys had really, really high defense. They're a couple levels higher than us as well.
Let's keep moving.
Alright, let's keep moving. We need to protect Fees Midriff. By any means necessary. I don't care who I have to kill. Terrible. There we go. It's really funny how, now at this point into the game, after going through a whole, like, one full game, and then playing this sequel, 3,000 health is nothing. You might as well get hit by a Goomba. Alright, I'm looking at this, like, No Man's Sky eye, you know? I'm looking at the Galactic Trade Network right now, but green instead of blue. I think we're supposed to operate that thing over there. So far away. Have somebody strike it. It will need to be attacked using a field attack of a character with rank B or higher and a certain damage type. What the fuck are you talking about? Somebody that has, like... What? So, are you talking, like, switching... I guess they gave a use to, Alright, sure, the game is giving you a reason to switch to different characters.
We have nothing to fear.
It's not Wild Arms 3, but it's something. Alright, Stone Stalker. They look like a stalker. Look at those guys. They look like they could be in Banjo-Kazooie. Like they could just get killed in one hit, but Banjo going, doing like a little roll, and then a little honeycomb comes out of them. Let's see, water and grass. I was about to say grass, looks Pokemon. Water and, there we go, wind. Which is exactly what I have. Alright, bitches, get ready to die. Of course, if you have grass on you, you're a grass type. I gotta do flying type stuff to affect you.
Let's move.
Using Pokemon logic on stuff that isn't related to Pokemon in any way. Alright, take advantage of that other guy that's like paralyzed and will occasionally not move.
Onward.
My phone is giving me notifications. Oh, more job-related emails. I can already see it from here. There's another rejection.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done nothing but get rejected in my job applications this whole week. Which is why I'm really, really hoping for the YouTube channel to take off sometime soon. And I really don't think those Senran Kagura Let's Plays are gonna do it for me. I really don't think that's gonna be my big break. But this finished script that I'm looking at on my computer this very moment for the top 5 positive things in video games. This might be a good start. I want to do. I have a whole list. I have a notes segment. Well, the notes app on my phone, and then I transferred all that to my iMac. And that combined with Microsoft Word, I'm Gucci, baby. And plus, I joined this other website that, you know, likes to write about news and stuff. I'm contributing there from time to time, so you can go read my articles there.
Targets eliminated.
It's just normal news stuff. I really haven't done any reviews for them just yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I have 5 positive things about video games. And so the whole script is finished with jokes and everything. I'm just gonna run through it. I'm gonna read through it again and probably change a lot of things. And tomorrow, I should start recording the whole thing. And then after that, it'll be the editing process. That'll take the longest amount of time. Hopefully by Sunday. By this Sunday, I can have it done. I'm not gonna do the podcast this week because I still need to... Well, actually, I might do it. I just don't have the music done for it yet. So, I might just do it without music. And maybe just add in some placeholder music, you know, just for now, you know? But I really want to get into the habit of doing the podcast right now. I have a fuck ton of video ideas. You know, what if Dio died in episode 2 of JoJo? That's one video idea. 6 reasons I love playing games late. The tier list. All Persona references for Joker. Top 10 hilarious games. Why Senran Kagura is amazing. A funny review for Caveman Warriors. Why One Piece is incredible. Life lessons that anime taught me. When fan service games don't work. That there I'd be talking about like bad fan service games, which is most of them. Life lessons video games taught me. Scrolls, a fantastic game that no one played. Why One Punch Man is inspiring.
Success.
Oh, and then I want to have a retrospective on The Legend of Heroes, Cold Steel 1, and then another one for Cold Steel 2 when I'm done with this. And then I want to have another, like, retrospective, like, almost critique kind of video for, Sky 1 and Sky 2. And I want to play through Sky 3 again, and then, you know...
Huh? Thank goodness.
Do a critique for that one, too. That's gonna be challenging. That's like a whole RPG. I kind of don't want to do it like how other people do it, like White Light and Joseph Anderson and all those that do, like, fucking 5-hour videos. I mean, whatever. Those videos end up, you know, being really good because of them, but I honestly, I don't have the patience to... make a video that long and be gone for like 5 months. Honestly, no. I'll probably, you know, split it into parts, you know. I don't think I'm built for that kind of like big projects.
We'll have to fight our way through.
So yeah, all of those videos that I rolled out is like season 1 stuff, and then I have season 2 ideas for episodes. These are not confirmed. These are just ideas that I'm brainstorming. Top 10 games that are better in VR. Not another Fortnite video. I literally just came up with the title. Not another Fortnite video, and I literally have no idea what the fuck it is I'm gonna talk about there. I think I'm, like, legitimately gonna do, like a serious review of Fortnite and see what people like in it so much. Because I remember that for a time I had a little bit of fun with it, but then I just got bored of it so fast. And, you know, Fortnite, if it weren't for the whole, like, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, you know, Battle Royale craze, man. Would have Fortnite ever gotten a chance? I don't know if it could have. There we go. My god, really? You missed both? Like, those are the guys that are supposed to be blind, Laura, not you. My favorite virtual YouTubers, that's one video. Good reaction channels, that's another video. And I have a list already of, you know, a rough list of the people that I want to mention and praise for being good people. Let's see, A+, double S, Judgment Bolt. Wait, what the hell are these? I don't even know what your weaknesses are. Earth. Do I have any Earth attacks? Grand Press. Alright, S-class attack. Fuck it, do it. Yeah. The best pinball games, yeah. YouTube channels I love. My favorite Marvel movies. My least favorite Marvel movies. Great animations that are not anime. I want to do like a top 10 for that one. Like awesome animated things that are not Japanese in any way, like Western stuff. I have some stuff in here like, you know, Looney Tunes and like the Batman animated series and stuff. Teen Titans. Hentai games that are actually good. Yes, I have one for that. Humongous games. Oh yeah, where like I talk about Spy Fox and stuff. The best Vita games. That one's difficult, you know, trying to find like a Vita exclusive. Well, there are some games in there that did eventually come out in other places, but you know, I'll make arguments for why it's probably better or more fun to play them on Vita.
My turn.
Here I go.
Here I go. Let's go. There we go. How the hell do you get distracted, dude? I was literally right in front of you.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
A review of Odeer. Top 10 unique games. Top 10 more unique games because they came up with more. Just games that I think, you know, are kind of unique in some aspect. Not you know, unique in their entirety. I know that, you know, the moment I put out those videos, if I ever make them, the first thing that's gonna happen is like, oh, I don't think that game is unique because there are other games that do that. I'm like, shut up. That'll be my whole argument. And, yeah. So in the same way that I have top 5 positive things about video games, I also have another list that's like top 5 worst things about video games. And I'll just, you know, it'll be like a funny rant on, you know, stuff that I don't like about the video game community as a whole. And a lot of it involves, you know, DLC bullshit and microtransactions and, you know, toxic communities and bullshit like that. Which, you know, it's kind of all of them if you let yourself get pushed around by people. I have a bullet point here. This is Persona 5 news coverage. I will not be doing that because I do not want to get spoiled on the final game. It seemed like everybody, for some reason, is more than happy to spoil themselves on everything. And I'm the only motherfucker that doesn't want to know anything so that I can play the game again fresh and have a better experience. But no one cares about that. I also have a bunch of, like, Persona 5 related, like, theories and like content that I can do that's Persona related, because, you know, my channel, you could Ragna Vortex. Okay, you could almost consider my channel as like a Persona channel for a time, you know, for a small while there, because, you know, because of the calendar runs, all that I would do is just play Persona. Seal 30%, SS triple S. Holy shit! Lightning bearing whirlwind swallows enemies, so it's an attack. Holy shit, that's like a higher tier than Judgment Bolt. Should I just, like, replace it? I feel like other people could make use of it, though. Holy Breath. Somebody that doesn't have, like, enough attacks. I'd say Laura, but her magic stats aren't that good. Okay, you know what? There we go. I can get rid of Judgment Bolt and just give Ragna Vortex to Sarah. Speaking of Sarah, I might want to switch her out. Should I? I kind of like the setup that I got going on here. I like Emma and Laura in here. Alyssa, I kind of just brought her here just because I feel like I wasn't using her enough. But I love these 3 girls. They're hot, they're skilled, they're talented, they're powerful. They don't eat no man, except for Reen. So, yeah. Yeah, like Persona-related theories and discussions I have here. Like, what if Futaba's mom lives? Because they're having some screenshots that are just flat out like Futaba's mom in the present when she's supposed to be dead. So there's probably going to be some, like, you know, Phantom Thief world. There's going to be some metaverse bullshit happening where, like, oh, she wasn't dead. She got swallowed up by the metaverse and she was trapped in there and now we got to get her back. I really, if they bring Futaba's mom back, I'm going to be so pissed because I hate when they fucking do that. They fucking do that stupid cop-out of, like, oh, everybody gets their happy ending. No, she's fucking dead. You know, like, that totally, like, fucking knocks over Futaba's character by, like, bringing her back. I mean, whatever. I love Futaba and I want to see her happy, but, like, what the fuck's the point of killing the character if you're just gonna bring her back later on, right?
Of course.
I don't know. I saw the screenshots and I assumed that it'd be like a flashback or some, like, you know, cognitive thing, you know, like a fake thing. But it's looking kind of legit that Futaba's mom is gonna come back to life somehow. And that's something that I didn't want to have spoiled for me, but that was like one of the first things that showed up when the game got announced.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Another thing that, so yeah, you know, before the game comes out, I ideally want to have a video out there that's like, okay, that's something that I will have to spoil myself on. I'll have to research on how much information has actually been revealed when it comes to that. Oh my god, this map is so fucking confusing. I hate those little like red icons. They confuse the fuck out of me. Like, I get distracted by them. Here's where, like, the footprints on the map actually matter a whole fuck ton. And there's, like, multiple floors as well. We're on our fucking link to the past shit right here. So, like, yeah, whenever there's multiple floors that I gotta deal with, I get so confused. Like, my brain isn't built for that kind of stuff.
We have nothing to fear.
So I have a list of a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, what if Futaba's mom lives? I even have the thumbnail done for that already. But, you know, I haven't done the actual video. I don't even have a script. I just have the idea and the intentions to make it. Oh, what if the Persona protagonist lives? How many points do I have? 180? Ancient humanoid that roams underground, repelling intruders. Okay, do it. Fuck it.
It's my turn.
I have a video kind of theorizing what if the, you know, Persona 3 protagonist lives and how would that actually happen, you know? Because one thing is just, okay, well, what if he never died, right? But then there's another one where it's like, okay, if he gets brought back, how would it go about, right? It would totally be like Elizabeth doing something. And if he gets brought back, does he get brought back all grown up, just like everyone else in the P3 cast? Or is he going to be, like, the same age that he was before? And then, like, you know, it's going to be awkward for everyone else, you know, seeing him just as young as before. I would love to see Aigis' look on her face when, you know, she sees his darling, his lover, her lover. Alrighty, back from the dead. When Bell. I don't think they'll ever bring him back, but I don't know. After Persona 4 Arena, it looks like it was very, 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 very heavily implied that Elizabeth is going to do something to bring him back, and he will come back at some point, but I don't think that'll ever... I don't think they ever will, honestly. I don't know. R special. ATS half delays after using wind arts. That's too situational. That's too specific. Yeah. I guess I can go up there.
That's a real beast of a monster.
All right, cool. Let's fight it. That's exactly what I want to hear. I have another video idea. That's like, what if Shinji actually lives as opposed to dies? I mean, in the PSP game, they say that he's like in a coma or whatever, but he's dead. He's dead. If what would happen if the Persona 5 protagonist never got sued? You know, like if he never bumped into Shido or whatever. What happened in Nagiko's past? Yeah, because they kind of allude to a lot of it, like, oh, Mickey and she died in like the fire or whatever. But like, they never really go into a lot of detail, do they? Unless there's like something in the female playthrough in Persona 3 where they say something, but it honestly passed me by because I have no idea. Alright, Demonic Scythe on these two. Actually, I'll have the magic attacks be done by someone else. I'll do that.
Eliminating targets.
Really? 2 of them missed? Are you fucking kidding me?
Here I go.
2 of them missed. Alright, motivate.
Let's do this.
What was that green thing from Persona 4 Arena, the Summon Tartarus? Yeah, that's something that, in the Persona 4 Arena fighting game, there's like some like freaking like government dudes that are like investigating like the Kiriju group or something, and then one of them actually like opens up like a little box that goes green, like it's a bit of kryptonite or something, and that like creates Tartarus like in that room. And then he closes it, and Mitsuru's like, oh, leave that alone, oh, whatever, don't worry about it, don't think about it. And then they kind of never talk about it again. It's like, what the fuck? Like, Tartarus is still a thing that exists. Or, like, you created some sort of technology that allows for Tartarus to exist in, like, a room.
My turn.
That's, like, that was just a really weird thing that was, like, never addressed, ever. And, like, I just kind of want to talk about it, you know? I feel like most people don't talk about it either.
Let's move.
I just think that would be a fun video idea. There we go. Just one more hit and you're dead.
Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking with me right now? Come on. I hate how much I've been missing.
Let's keep going.
This is turning into, like, Persona 3 levels of missing at very inopportune moments. When I think, I'll be fine, I'm not gonna heal right now, I'll heal after the battle because, you know, I'm about to win. But, like, you miss, you get hurt even more. Yeah, it's scary, man. Tyrol, 1, heals a large, okay. There we go, you're full now. Canon waifus. What? I have a video idea here that just on the Persona related stuff that just says canon waifus. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's probably a video discussing what the actual canon waifu of the protagonists are for each game. Because I think like in the manga for like Persona 4, the canon relationship that Narukami gets into is with Rise. And I think with Persona 3 it's Yukari? No, it has to be Aigis. I don't know. But, you know, there have been moments where, like, you know, there have been Persona-related material that does have, like, a legitimate, okay, this is the girl that he's with. But, again, it could be anybody, you know? Let's see... 5 free-to-play games that I actually enjoy. Yeah, that's a video. I'm not really on speaking terms with free-to-play games right now, so I don't think I'll be making that video anytime soon. Reacting to important videos, reacting to perfectly cut screams, reacting to memes from my Discord, reacting to JoJo memes. That's, you know, the fucking typical YouTube shit that everybody has already done to death, but I guess I'm gonna contribute to the pile, I guess, of garbage, lazy content that, you know, I'm contributing to, so I'm a part of that problem. I ain't got no right to speak. Here's a note here in all, like, small caps. It just says more Dragon Quest 11, bitch. One Piece waifus. The video idea just says One Piece waifus. Why Pokemon Emerald was the best Pokemon? Sure. That's bias on my part. More Valkyrie Drive? Gotta stream more of that. Podcast? Yeah, so just a layout of the podcast. Yeah. 5 games that make me happy. 5 games that give me hope in humanity. 5 games that cure my depression. 5 great superhero games. 5 awesome games that were made by one person, yeah. 5 incredible fighting games. 5 game characters I hate. 5 game characters I love. 5 female characters I adore. 5 good fan service games. A lot of like list style stuff. A lot of top lists. 5 stylish games. 5 favorite One Piece episodes. 5 amazing One Piece manga panels. Yeah. It's not until now that I'm starting to realize, holy fuck, I have a lot of ideas. I just gotta do them. Ooh, I'm looking at my Twitter now, and it says, Ease 9, Monstrum Nox TGS 2019 trailer. Gotta watch that. Hatsune Miiku's smartphone game Project Sekai announced. Project Diva Mega Mix. February 13th, 2020. 2020 in the West, too. Oh, I'll be writing articles about that tomorrow. That is, if everybody else in the team hasn't, you know, jumped in on that yet. Definitely didn't miss anywhere near as much in the previous game. I don't even know what you're talking about, because I've just been here stuck talking about my own fucking bullshit that I haven't been following the chat at all of the one person that's been talking.
I welcome all challengers.
Whatever.
My turn.
If one person is watching, I mean, that is one person that I am entertaining. I've actually been avoiding everything Ease 9 related. I followed it for a little bit, and after that video that I made looking at the gameplay of it, I decided to not look at anything else because again, very similar to Persona, I just didn't want to spoil myself on stuff, you know? When you're a journalist, you know, when you're like a writer, a news reporter, I guess, my formal title on the Jack of All Controllers website is news reporter, so I'm not a journalist. I know that journalist, it just has like a bad connotation now. There's a lot of stigma to it. I almost feel like calling myself, be like, yeah, I am a journalist, so that if I do a good job, then I can look good by comparison, right? But I don't know. But yeah, no, even if I did call myself that, I know that I'm not a journalist at all. I don't do anything that's journalistic. I report on the news, you know? I write articles about the news and I review games, you know? I'm more of a reviewer and a commentator and an entertainer. As opposed to a journalist, you know? Just because people trust my opinion, that doesn't mean that I'm a journalist. That makes me more of an influencer, right? And even then, people fucking hate... I find it really funny that people, like, always do their best to avoid any labels that are, like, mainstream. It's like, oh, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an online content producer, excuse me? Like, they get so, like, insecure over their labels. So, like, who gives a shit? You know, Let's Players, another one, like, oh, no, I'm not a Let's Player. You know, Total Biscuit, you know, God rest his soul. Total Biscuit, one of the things that I always disagreed with him on was, like, oh, I don't do Let's Plays. I do, like, video game-themed talk shows or some fucking pretentious bullshit like that. And, like, people like Angry Joe would always call him out and be like, no, fucker, you're fucking playing a video game and you're talking over it as a Let's Play, okay? Get your head out of your ass, all right? You're not that special. And, like, you know, he was right. Angry Joe, I mean, not Total Biscuit. I think, you know, regardless of how much I absolutely love and respect him and how I miss him, legit, especially now with how things have been going with journalism.
Beginning combat. My turn.
He was, you know, I think the guy was just a little too proud to, like, admit to himself, like, oh, you know, you're just doing Let's Plays or whatever. You know, he played Terraria with Jesse Cox and laugh about stupid shit, like, you know. Like, he was like those groups of people that, like, watch anime but don't want to admit that they watch anime, and they want to, like, come off as, like, the cool guy in a group of people full of, like, you know, nerds that just fully embrace anime, you know? There's, like, the people that, like, say, oh, I watch Cowboy Bebop, but it doesn't really feel like an anime, you know? Like, it's so not anime that I just don't even see it as an anime, and I just kind of like it. You know? It's stupid. People that are trying to pretend to be, like, you know, oh, no, I am not that thing that I obviously am. I'm like, dude, there's nothing wrong with being a Let's Player. There's nothing wrong with being called a YouTuber or an influencer or, like, or anything like that, you know? Because if you get called that and you do a really, really good job, you know, and a lot of people like you, then that brings a good name to all of those things, you know? I know that a lot of people don't like being called YouTubers because it's like, oh, well, Logan Paul is a YouTuber, and, like, Jake Paul and, like, you know, all of these other shitty people get called YouTubers, and so, you know, when people call me a YouTuber, I feel like people are associating me with that. And that, to me, is, like, the stupidest jump in logic ever, you know? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Can't you be a little bit, a bit more positive? And be like, yes, I am a YouTuber, and I am a fucking good one at that, you know? So that when people call me a YouTuber, the Jake Pauls of the world, and the, you know, Tana Mojos of the world, they are the ones that feel embarrassed to be called that. Not me. Why should I be embarrassed or being called an influencer? I do my thing and I do it well, you know? The people that should be embarrassed are the ones that give YouTubers and influencers a bad name, you know? Why should, just because a couple of people, you know, fuck up the pond, you know, with, like, contaminate with like, you know, by throwing trash at it, like, why should I be the one to, like, you know, squirm away and be like, oh, no, I don't associate with that. No, like, it should be the opposite. It should be the other way around. It should be like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, and, like, that minority over there of assholes, of douche-tubers, that doesn't represent me, you know? And, like, that gives you more clout, because it's like, oh, you know, compared to, like, you know, Rice Gum or whatever, all of these other shitty people that are, like, famous for being shitty people, you know, this other guy, you know, is really great in comparison, you know? That just shows that, you know, YouTubers can be awesome. Influencers can be awesome. Let's Players, you know, can still be, you know, really creative and awesome and funny, right? I just feel like people need to get over themselves, because the moment they create, like, another terminology for themselves and another label, like, that's gonna catch on, and if it gets popular, the same thing is gonna fucking happen. We're gonna be like, oh, no, ew, no, I'm not that. I'm something else, you know? You can rephrase it and change the name to whatever the fuck you want. You can call it content creator, you can call it influencer, you can call it entertainer, you can call it video maker guy, you could call it like just a man that does things on the internet, is the same stupid thing, okay? You're just changing the name because you heard your mom say the word YouTuber and now it's immediately not the cool thing to be anymore, all right? Like, seriously.
Careful.
That's honestly what it is. It's just wanting to be cool. And when the uncool people say the cool boy words, it's suddenly not cool. And so you change a whole bunch of words so that you're the cool kid again. And so you're like the outspoken different one, okay? It's surprising how a lot of people kind of push back on terminology just from like insecurities and then wanting to be validated as opposed to like an actual legitimate reason for why they want to change the words. A lot of it is very self-serving, okay? So just fucking get over yourself and just do your thing. And whatever label they give you, fuck them. Whatever. Nothing is gonna change, regardless of what you get called, okay? So like, just don't worry about it too much. Just go with the flow, okay? It's not that bad. It's not that serious. Rant over. Now I'm gonna fuck this guy up. I'm gonna kill this man. All right, here we go. I'm about to end this JRPG enemy's whole career.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Okay.
Everything past that video you made of Ease 9, I know nothing of. I don't want to know the characters, for instance, till I play the game. Me neither. Like, literally, like, after that video that I made, I have not seen anything Ease 9 related. I am very tempted to look at this trailer, though, because it looks, there's a thumbnail with a picture of Adol looking very, like, disgruntled. Like, going, like, like he's surprised to see something. Like, he just saw, like, his friend Dogi taking a shit right there in public outside of the road. And he's like, oh, he just looks disgusted. Nike Jesus is saying, low-key, nice stream. Hey, thank you very much. Nike Jesus, you've been here this whole time? Just listening to me rant about, like, stupid labels that people want to stay away from for no reason? Right, man, thank you very much. Holla at me. Don't be afraid. If you want to hit me up and talk to me, it's cool. I'm just here ranting to myself like an old man yelling at a cloud. So, I'm just here to play a video game and just get through as fast as I just want to get through this game as fast as I can because the sequel to the game is going to come out in like a month. And, I'm just barely going through all the shrines. So, yeah. Barely going through all the shrines. So, I really, really, really need to get my ass in gear and just finish this.
Okay.
For all of my streams, it is very, very likely that I will just keep, just playing this exclusively until I beat it because, there's really no excuse for me anymore. I've been putting this game off for a while. Oh god, speak lies? Don't speak lies to me. Be a truthful man and tell me the truth.
My turn.
My team and all of my teammates just kind of went. Okay. I mean, they disappeared. It's not like I can revive them. Right? This is actually one of the more confusing shrines. Yeah, I've been having a tough time kind of getting around. That motherfucker had vanish on his lying thing. So, wait, what, Earth, I guess. Earth and, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. I guess I can do Demonic Scythe. Just whatever I can do to, like... Oh, and he has 0 arts. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wait, can I go again? 0 arts.
Here I go.
Alright, beautiful. This is totally gonna be overkill, but I want to make sure that this guy dies, and I swear, if this misses, I'm gonna be so pissed. Had that vanish on this turn. Yeah, I know, I just didn't think it would affect everybody. I said, okay. One person is gonna vanish, but... I said, you know, it's only gonna happen to one person, and then the other ones will miss, but, like, nope. Could you imagine if he had vanished just one more character? It would have been game over for me. Speaking of that, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna save right here because honestly, if I get another scare like that again, oh my god, I have no magic. My EP is completely done. Haven't played this before, but it seems like a sweet game. It is very, very good. Nike Jesus, I'm just letting you know right now, if you have any desire to play, The Legend of Heroes, whether it's, you know, Trails of Cold Steel, that's the newest one, if you want to get into, like, the more modern stuff. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, and, in a month from now, 3, it's probably one of the best RPGs I've ever played. It's It's so awesome. The story is amazing. The characters and like their banter with each other is so tight. Like, it's so awesome. The fights, I mean, they're turn-based, very typical RPG stuff, but you got like the orbmans you can like customize. Look at this. This is not like magic stuff that is like there as a default. Like, you customize all of the magic spells that you want your character to have. So like right now, Reen is kind of like an all-around kind of guy, but you can have, you know, like, you know, this like agile sort of, you know, evadey kind of character, be like the healer or whatever. There's a lot of liberties that you can do here, you know, and that makes the battles really fun. And there's like S-break, like ultimate, like limit break attacks and whatever. There's, you know, tactics. You can link one character with the other. There's a lot of lore, you know, a lot of history. If you like to read lore, you know, like on some Skyrim shit, then yeah, you're gonna like this, you know. You can, one of the things that I like the most about this game, and the Legend of Heroes in general, is that you have a notebook. And so, doesn't it ever happen to you that you play an RPG, and you play like 40 hours of it, and then you get tired of it, and you leave it for like 2 months, and then you come back, and you're like totally lost, and you have no idea what the fuck happened before, so you're just, you know, you're kind of just there wandering around, and you kind of just stop playing it again because you're lost? Well, if you, you know, look into this, they give you step by step, like everything, like all of the quests are summarized for you. You can read everything, right from the beginning, so that if there's anything that you lost, anything that you like, the prologue, like, they summarize the prologue for you, you know? If there's literally anything that you forgot about, you can just come back here, you know? Right now I'm in Act 2, and, like, all of this stuff. And so what I do is that I read all of this shit again. And it's like, oh, yeah. Now, this is what I'm doing. And then they highlight in orange where you're supposed to be doing now. So it's like, that's awesome. That's really awesome that they, like, have a record of everything that you do, so that you don't get lost when you come back after a long while, you know? That's super duper useful. And, you know, just in general, you know, the characters are really cool. The music is hype as fuck. And, if you're the kind of guy that, you know, likes anime waifus and, like, you know, if you like hot girls in your anime games, this is a good one.
One looks nasty. Try to be
No!
careful, everyone.
Literally every girl in this game is like a supermodel, except for Margarita, but, you know, you'll get to know Margarita if you know, if you're interested in playing more of this game. By the way, I am not sponsored by, like, Xseed or anything like that. This is not a sponsored thing. This is, like, me legitimately, like, cumming my pants over a video game that I like a lot, okay?
My turn.
Just, you know, giving it to you straight.
Here I go.
And the games are really long, too, so if you wanna buy a game that's, like, worth the money, you know? If you're the kind of guy that's like, oh, I paid, you know, $50 for, like, a 4-hour experience, and you want more bang for your buck, then there's no better place for you to go than here.
Careful.
Because the games are fairly lengthy. There's a lot of dialogue and stuff. More into Dark Souls than Skyrim. That's fine, yeah. If you like lore, these games will be heaven, yeah. When your frontline characters fall, your supports jump in. More into Dark Souls than Skyrim, I agree with that. There are newspapers on events you can even read, yeah. Alright, yeah, so there we go. Now the path is open. But yeah, if you want to play these, I recommend you start with just Cold Steel 1. Trials of Cold Steel. It's on PS4, it's on Steam. If you are more of a PC kind of guy, you can get it on Steam, but both of these games, actually. And I think they're actually better on PC because they have more features. You got, like, a turbo mode and, like, higher resolution and better frame rate. And I think there's more voice acting on, like, the newer versions. Right now, I'm playing this on PS3. Yes. I'm playing a PS3 game in 2019. And, only because this is, like, the review copy that Xseed gave me. So, yes, if I am going to, like, disclose something, hashtag free game, hashtag free product, hashtag not a sponsored video. But it is a free game that I got from Xseed as a review copy, because I will be doing a review of this game when I beat it. So, and it'll be a good thing to have right before, you know, Cold Steel 3 comes out.
Eliminating targets.
I actually do play on PC. Well, you can get it on Steam. If you don't mind older games and have a computer, check out Charles in the Sky. Yeah. Charles in the Sky is one of my most favorite video games of all time. I'm not even joking. Charles in the Sky 1, great. I'll check into that whenever you want. Whenever you got the time. Because the more people know about these games, the better. You know, like the fan base, like the people that talk about these games, they love it. But I don't see, you know, like I've never seen like a mainstream video game magazine ever acknowledge these games, like not even once. So like, you know, they're good. They're really fleshed out worlds.
It's my turn.
The characters are very memorable, and you know they continue on from one game to the other and stuff. Like they built a whole thing, and it works fairly well. Great. Cold Steel is one of the first ones that got voice. Is one of the only Legend of Heroes things that are voice acted, right? Like all the other ones are like older stuff that never got voice acted. I'm actually like, look, I have no idea. I don't know anything about this other game. The one that's getting like fan translated or whatever. Like Ao no Kiseki or whatever. But I saw like a Twitter post over them being like 90% complete or whatever. Like they're like very, very close. And even I got excited. I saw some game footage of it and it's like, oh fuck yeah. I want to get into that. Some of my most favorite RPGs are Chrono Trigger. Oh, Chrono Trigger. You know what's up. That's a really good one. I actually have it on my Nintendo DS Lite right now. I have the cartridge for DS. Crossbell games have slight voice. Yeah, I mean, all of them have slight voice acting, but I'm talking like having full scenes that are voice acting. I know that the remakes for Sky 1 and 2, yeah. I don't know if 3 got like the rebirth or evolution kind of upgrade or whatever. I know Sky 1 and 2 got voice acted and stuff, but you know. Earthbound, yeah, Mother 2, Mother 3. I like Final Fantasy, but I kind of drifted away from RPG, so checking this out could get me back in. Yeah, I mean, if you like, you know, sort of classic style, sort of fantasy-ish stuff, then this will be pretty good for you. I played the Japanese version of them, and they were very good. I downloaded the demo for the Japanese PlayStation Vita Sky games. You know, the like Sky 1 Evolution, Sky 2 Evolution, all that stuff. And yeah, I had a lot of fun hearing it and seeing all of the little upgrades and stuff. Voice acting in games isn't the biggest deal for me, but it is nice when games have it. Sometimes I like it when they don't have voice acting, because sometimes like your imagination kind of fills in the gaps, and sometimes the voices in your mind end up sounding better than what they actually have going on in the actual game. Especially when it's an English dub, you know, crikey. This seems to be the deepest part of the shrine. Look over there, a boss battle approaches. There's a mountain of dirt. I must bathe in it. What? It's a portal to the world of Tron. Oh, no. It's so pretty. This legit looks like a Skyrim dungeon. It's like you're in, like, freaking Labyrinthian or whatever. A high-purity crystal of Zemurian ore formed by the power of septium veins over a very, very long period of time. Fan translations are almost done, and when the editing is done, they're going to be doing QA testing. I am very excited for that. I have no idea what the fuck the game is about, but I've seen like 5 minutes of footage of it in English, and it looks badass. We're about to have a visitor. There we go. They decided to just come in unannounced without an invitation. You see, you know, oh my god, that's a buff robot. Magic Knight Direwolf. You see, this is a fucking Dark Souls boss right here. Is that a Magic Knight, though? Another one. Is he digit? Look at him. The helmet looks very like Infinity Blade. This must be our trial. They want the quality of the translation to be on par with Xseed's. Considering it's fan translated, it might even be better. They gotta get like Brittany, that girl Brittany from Xseed. Well, formerly of Xseed. They should get her to help out with that. She's really, really good at translating shit. If you want that Zemurian ore, you're gonna need to overcome it. Alright, bring it on. I will kill you with love in my heart.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna bully you for your lunch money.
My turn.
Alright, I can sweep him. I mean, he's a big guy. Maybe he's really top heavy. You know, I can sweep him and, you know, he can fall over on his bum bum. Okay, level 97. He's neutral to pretty much everything. None of the status effects, poisoning, freezing, all of that does nothing to him. He's level 97. We don't know his health or experience yet. Unbalanced efficacy. Okay, so I'm assuming that's going to be fairly non-existent as well. They're adding chess quotes? Okay, these guys know what they're doing. If they're adding to the game. The Slave Knight from Dark Souls 3 is probably the hardest boss for me. To me, Dark Souls everything is the hardest Dark Souls thing. I'm not good at Dark Souls.
All right, let's do this.
I have Demon Souls on my PS3, and even that, yikes. Those games were not made for me, man. I mean, I like them. I like the idea of them. Whenever I see somebody be good at Dark Souls, it's fun to watch, but like, you know, whenever I have control, I just fuck up, you know, so bad. KO, Hydro Cannon, I'm scared. Balance, down. Analyzes foes' weaknesses, making it easier to unbalance them. Defense plus 50, 3 turns. There we go. Some of the Magic Knight designs are pretty cool.
Leave this to me.
Armor Breaker, go. I'm gonna try and play around with him a little bit before I decide to go full-on savage with this man.
Okay.
Scudwing. I'm gonna do a regular attack. I just want to see how the physical attack efficacy. There we go. I just want to see how the efficacy goes. I literally got like the 1 point that I needed, so I could just like burst him right here. All right, just give me one more. Oh, thank God. You can counter that shit? There we go. Counter that, baby. I am surprised at how regular attacks are doing kind of okay. Alright, already motivated. Flame Impact. Area. Powerful downward slash, and you can unbalance. Spirit Unification. Oh, that's the going ghost. No. That's just his, like, Super Saiyan thing.
Burn to ash. Fall. Now's our chance.
Alright, burst him.
Let's go, everyone.
Go for it.
Leave this to me.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Goes the dynamite. You can't really go into Dark Souls expecting, like, oh, it's gonna be hard, but the first time you fight a boss and read them, you can get better. Yeah, I know. It's just getting a feel for the game. It's just practicing it. I know. I fully acknowledge that Dark Souls and all of its sequels, including Bloodborne, are really, really good games. The enormous community behind them is proof of that. I just don't vibe with those kinds of, like, super hard games all that much. I'd rather watch somebody be good at it as opposed to me being an idiot at it. Maybe one of these days I'll buy Dark Souls on Switch or something, and I'll play it and maybe do like a funny compilation of, hey, look at this dumbass trying to be good at Dark Souls. Another thing about these shrine bosses, you fight them in the same order regardless of which shrine you choose. So this one is always the first one you fight. Cool. I feel, I don't know why, but because he's blue, I feel like splashing him with water. KO, Nightmare, Soul Blur. Heat up, cure stat down. Restores 10 CP, heal allies in an area with purifying breath. Holy breath. I can heal, oh yeah. They're gonna need some healing because this guy's going to attack immediately after this. Demonic Scythe, Spark Arrow. Do a flash grenade, see if I can blind this man. I completed Bloodborne, it was fun. Hard though, final boss was easy. Oh, Jesus. You only made things worse.
You have my thanks.
Bloodborne wasn't as good as Dark Souls. I know that a lot of Dark Souls fans don't necessarily like Bloodborne all that much because of some changes. They made it more like They make the fighting more aggressive, as opposed to, you know, the kind of more defensive, dodge rolly, more methodical kind of way that Dark Souls kind of works. I get it. They just kill this man. Strength up. I only watch people play it, but I just don't seem to like it, really. That's okay. Oof.
Let's move.
That didn't kill him, but that did a lot more than I was expecting. Ooh, you can summon Valimar if I want. Ooh, how far? I mean, I don't want him to, like, you know, push out a fart and then, you know, have the guy restore his health all over again. I don't know what to do. I mean, I could just overkill and just hit him again. Ah, fuck it. I gather up CP so fucking fast in these games. I like, whatever. I like the aesthetic. The world of Bloodborne is really cool. Really, really well realized. What the fuck, really?
My turn.
Hey, I told you. Did you not hear me the first time?
Filthy dance.
So for the power of sexy midriff, there we go. Tornado. Are you kidding me? Wow. That's how you know. That's how you know that Laura was so completely broken. Because, like, we all did our special things and that barely dented him. Oh, please. Please. Are you really just gonna keep spamming that? Ow.
It's my turn.
You're seriously just gonna spam that until... Now I just want to wait for her to go to 200. Aesthetic is a lot, and I love how it looks, but bosses are just gonna do it for me. Cool. That's fine. Healed, 80% HP. Yeah, do her.
Blessing of the moon.
You have the domination chords on Laura.
Thanks.
Okay, this went from easy peasy to like, what the fuck do I do? Kind of status, real fast.
Got you. My turn.
Yeah, and now... Ah, man. Can I just summon him? These Magic Knights are the few bosses you can summon Valimar for. Let's do it. There's a restoration point, like, literally right behind us in the door. So there's kind of no reason for us to hold back, right? Get ready to rock and roll. I am here, baby. My name is Optimus Prime. So can I have him for the rest of the fight, or is it just like, oh, for 5 turns? Don't answer that question. I want to find that out on my own. Lustrous Slash. 2 slashes in quick succession. Yeah, sure. Just knock over the last 20 points that I got. Uppercut. Yeah, there we go. This guy was made for the robot fight. 6,000. That is not enough. Really? Why the fuck do you get the crit? Retreat? Oh, no. I'm not. Like hell, I'm gonna retreat. As long as you don't fart. That fast? That was nothing.
My turn. Focus activate.
That was nothing. That was more like a Gundam character than Optimus Prime. Yeah, I know, I was
Very much.
joking. Oh, beautiful. Counter that.
Too slow.
You can use it outside of Divine Eye Battle for 3 turns. That was
My turn.
absolutely pathetic. There we go. I got it.
Here I go.
Freaking... Okay, crit. This has to be...
Rise, great tongues.
I think I need to motivate more. Best used with more CP. Well, now I know. That's not gonna do. It's gonna do like.
Rest in peace.
Resting. That's a badass ending. There we go. All right. Oh, heartburn. BRB, Sam. That was tougher than I thought. That guy just kind of buffed himself up at the last moment. Doo-doo.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Huh? Thank good.
Not bad of your scrub. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, but the cat doesn't have to do anything, huh? I'm sure the cat has some stupid magical ability where the cat can, like, fart and make the enemy explode. And then it's gonna be like, you could do that the whole time? And the cat's gonna be like, oh, well, you never asked me about it. And then I fucking take my sword and cut the stupid cat in half. We're done. I certainly didn't go down without a fight, yeah. Now that we won, now we can get the orb. The ore, unless there's some other interruption. Let's grab it and get out of here. Alright. I'm trusting the story and assuming that there won't be anything else coming up, so I'm just gonna get the ore. And, immediately heal after this. Alright, give me the thing. Oh, man, I didn't bring my diamond pickaxe. Hold on, man. Let me go craft it. It looks even bigger from close up, like a giant erection coming out of the ground. Considering how long it's had to form, it's hardly surprising. I mean, it's not as big as mine, but, you know, I'm just saying. All Magic Knights do that when they're low on health. Really? They just go like, ah! And then they heal themselves. And they get a buff. Ugh. If we work together, we should be able to carry it back to the Courageous. Alright, I got the Zamorian Ore Crystal. Now we can give the ore to that asshole scientist, man. There we go. Boy, the others back on the ship are gonna be stunned when they get a load of this shit. We done what we need to hear to do here. Okay, we're dead. To do what we do. Boo boo yo. Yeah. Well said, Irene. Let's go back to the ship. We deserve a drink after this ordeal. Alright, before we teleport back, I just wanna feel safe, you know? To just do the resting thing. I know I can literally just go into the napping room on the ship as well, but like, fuck it. I gotta hear. My brother on Twitter is saying nut. And I agree. Entrance. I wonder if I'm bothering him because it is really, really hot in this room. Because I have my windows closed so that there's no noise, and then I usually have my door closed so that I don't bother anyone in the other room, but it gets really, really hot in here. Like, you know, you guys remember that other time that I almost fainted? I was feeling really lightheaded, like the heat was a big part of it because, yeah, man. When you lock yourself into a room and then you have like a big softbox light on your face, you're just sweating in no time at all. And so, I said, like, shit, man, it might be annoying, but I have to.
Let's go.
Keep.
Go.
We have to keep the door open at least so that we can get some airflow in here, because Jesus Christ. I'm gonna melt. So, yeah. But now that, you know, he's leaving soon, I can just have everything open and it won't be a problem. None of my neighbors, I've been in this place for like, what, 6 years, I think? And not a single person has complained. I always assume that, you know, with all of the reaction videos that I've ever made with me screaming out of the top of my head, not just me, but then sometimes my brother is here, like the Cloud reaction, Bayonetta reaction, when Banjo-Kazooie got revealed, that was the both of us reacting to that, and holy shit, we were screaming so loud, I legit thought, like, okay, this is the day that we're gonna get the complaint, and I'm not gonna be able to do any noise anymore. But, no. Most of the time is the neighbors that are noisier than us. I remember there was one neighbor downstairs that, like, every Sunday, consistently, there would be, like, these fucking monster arguments. Which sucks because on the surface, you know, when I would, you know, go downstairs and pass by them, they'd be like, hi, you know, hey, they'd be friendly, you know? They were nice to me, at least. But at night, it was always like, you fucking bitch, don't, you never support me! You did And then you hear like a guy voice going like, ladies, God, okay, stop. She's a fucking bitch. You know, they were yelling like how like the nostalgia critic gets really angry, like you know, like that. Yeah, man, shit got really real, and it's like, wow. And I was worried about like me screaming a lot. Like, no, man, like a lot of the neighbors are even noisier than us. Like during the weekends, I hear like loud music blaring out of one of the apartment buildings, like across the street from where I am. And like across the street, and you can hear it, like boom, chicka, poof, chicka, poof. Oh yeah, baby, hey, you know, like cumbia and all that stuff. You can hear it, and like I assume people complain about that, and if they don't, then I think, you know, I think it's okay for me to be a little loud occasionally, you know. If I was doing reaction videos like every day and yelling at the top of my lungs every day, then yeah, I think people would fucking, you know, be mad. But, you know, whenever there's a football game and people fucking freak out all the time, like, whatever. So this is a Zamorino crystal. It's even cooler than I thought it'd be. You froze my hand. You brought back a real treat this time. A Chaos Emerald! No, George, it's not a Chaos Emerald, please. Stop saying that it is. It's getting really embarrassing being around you. We wouldn't believe our eyes when we saw it at first. What do you think? You'll be able to make a new weapon for a Valley Boy? Hard to say, honestly. This crystal is just so epic. It seems really difficult to work with. I need a diamond pickaxe for this, and I didn't. I forgot to craft one. Hold on. Everybody forgot to make their diamond pickaxe. This is about as hard as, what's that, like, black block that, you can't break in Minecraft? Freaking, I forget what the name of the block is, but this big black square at the very, very bottom of the world in Minecraft that you can't get to. And, obsidian. No, not obsidian. Fuck, I forgot. But yeah, whatever. I stayed too long thinking about it that it just ruined the joke. I feared as much. I find it hard to imagine this will be enough to make a Tachi large enough for Valimar to use in combat. He can make a little dagger out of it. Make a cute little necklace out of it. Small enough. Big enough, I think. I thought this would be enough for Professor Schmidt to start helping out either. Really? That big-ass thing is not enough? All we have to do is gather a lot more. Great, like, all of the other shrines are gonna have... Yeah, sure enough. Get through the other trials. Of cold steel, you should have enough. Bedrock, that's what it was, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's as hard as Bedrock, and Notch hasn't... Unless Notch makes some sort of update. Unless you defeat all of Notch's 3 shrines, he'll release an update that'll make Bedrock breakable, and he can fall off of the world. And on top of that, I can break this crystal thing. Yeah, but it sounds so easy. Feel free to volunteer if you have any brighter ideas. Like Ali Boy said, we'll just have to do what we can and gather a lot more. Yeah, so just go through all of the dungeons, beat all the bosses there. Yeah. What we got now is enough for me to get a feel on how to work with it. I need a proper workshop. My brother will have no objections. Yeah, I know. Freaking, what's the name of this dude? Olivier. Or Olivert, whatever. Olivert and his gang. Oliver and his gang will be more than happy to help us. He's hooking us up. We're very lucky to have, like, the princess of the fucking... of Oliver Bonia get, like, the biggest boner for us. And on top of that, her older brother is, like... you know, one of the good guys. Yes, thank you. I'll get right to work. If you get a chance, would you mind helping me out, Reen? You'll be the one who has to carry whatever we end up making into combat. So to have you here, it would impress Alphen a lot to see your awesome muscles. She'll get a lady boner for you. I'd be happy to. Yes, I want to. I want to a lot. Choosing, deciding, deliberately opting in to help George make his workshop will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all of the unfinished quests will disappear. I already did. Literally, the only reason for why I did the shrine is because I finished all of the quests and I've literally nothing else left to do. So, but just in case, I'm gonna go and stare at this beautiful horse. The category is thing. I know I say this all the time, but like the sound of you going into the menu sounds like the Wheel of Fortune. Like that, but just fast. The category is quartz. Emma! Nope, there are no M's. Hasn't it ever happened to you? It's always like the short, fat ladies that always like yell the letter off the top of their lungs. It's like, Allah! And the guy's like, nope, there are no L's. Ah. Be sure to spin the wheel again. Oh, you got bankrupt. Oh, well, that's, you're gonna have to refinance your kids, huh? Alright, so is there, like, bonding points or anything that we gotta do? Like, nothing, right? We did everything. I'm gonna go to the bridge just in case there's... Just in case we gotta report anything, like reporting about the shrine or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna go on here. Go on my computer, play some Galaga. Like in, the Avengers. Where, Tony Stark is like, that guy's playing Galaga over there. Frickin' Tony Stark is a snitch. He ratted out one of his... one of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. John Shield himself. Our country's basically stuck in an unending nightmare, and we can't wake up. I tried pinching myself multiple times in my sexy body, and I can't. I can't wake up. Everything suddenly feels so fun now that we're back together. It's time for us to make things fun for everyone else on board, too. You're gonna fuck every single one of us? Do it to me first. Or we could try doing the jobs that we were asked to do. Aw, come on. Let Vivi do what she wants. She's the horniest one in the ship. Let her express herself. Come on. It's always the other way around. All of the ugly, fat, ugly bitches are the ones that are like the horniest, that want to get a boyfriend right then and there and will take pretty much anyone. But all of the hot girls are always like super reserved and is like, no. Ew. I don't do any of those disgusting things. Ugh, men. You know? The hottest ones don't want to put out and the ugliest ones are way too happy to. And so now finally we have a hot girl that is also really horny that wants to like get it on with whoever raises his hand first. And you have the twin sisters that's like, no, don't do it, no. They're like, don't ruin this for me. Vivi-chan, I need you. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valamar's Tachi. Alright, I saved, so if there's anything that I missed, I can just reload. Alright, bring his Bob the Builder tools over here. George and Reen began remodeling the ship. I don't know why the fuck he called me to fucking do this shit. I'm not a mechanic. Yeah, I'm gonna be driving Valamar. That doesn't mean I know how it works from the inside, dude. Just because I buy a car, that doesn't mean I know all of the innards, you know? That doesn't mean I can help the mechanic, you know, fix his shit. That's why I hire the mechanic, because he knows, as opposed to me. If I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't be hiring the mechanic in the first place. You see why this doesn't make any sense? Well, the process was more than a little exhausting. It didn't take long before they were finished. Yeah, the robot still has the same enormous crotch piece as always. Look at that giant sword. Can I name it? That flat out looks like the Master Sword without the blue paint. You literally just gotta have the hilt be blue, and that's the Master Sword. This should work for now. Let's see if we can process the ore. Or what? We're going to start by reinforcing Valamar's existing blade, right? Kind of your way of prepping for the real thing. That's the idea, yeah. I just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with. It'll give you a stronger sword to use in the meantime. Alright? Let's get to work. Hopefully nothing explodes. Together, after a black fade out, they worked on reinforcing Valamar's existing blade. Despite the task being covered, the ore was hard for even George. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, it was too hard for him. Reen and the other members of Class 7, as well as even Valamar, helped where they could and supported him in his efforts by yelling at him a lot and pressuring him to do it faster. Alright. Time skip. To a day, one day later. God, it must be really, really cool to just live there. To live in a big flying ship. If there was an anime, there'd be like 20 filler episodes of them just screwing around inside the ship. That'd be fun. Because you have practically the whole school in here now. You have all your classmates in here as well, so you know. It's not just Class 7. So what up? Everybody's going like, whoa, ooh, but like, the sword looks the same to me. Valamar, your new blade is quite impressive. I'm picturing Valamar taking a giant hammer to the sword. Like a dwarf. Just forging. Forging the brand new sword from the fire. Hi-ho. Hi-ho. It came out pretty well. The base weapon is still the same as the soldat. Unlike a soldat's blade, however, I can feel mana, secret mana radiating from it now. I'm very happy you shoved in that Super Nintendo cartridge into it. I expect that it'll be able to hold a significant keener edge than before. Yes, the sword is edgier. It'll make rape jokes on the internet. He's so edgy. I'm amazed you managed to process that stuff. A hunk of crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? If anyone could, it's you. I wouldn't have been able to do much with it if it weren't for you guys helping Scooby-Doo with his Scooby snacks. He really does look a little bit... now that I say that, he's kind of like a fat, freaking... oh my god, I forgot his name. Freddy? No, it's not Freddy. Freddy's the handsome one that's like fucking Daphne. Freaking, Shaggy. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I forgot. Zoink Scoob. Shaggy is his name. Yeah. George kind of looks like a fat Shaggy that actually knows how to do things. You know, for somebody that can actually, like, work for a living. Instead of mooching off of his friends as a detective. We got this far as a real statement of our combined effort. Alright. I'm not sure our contributions can even compare to what you've done. I'm grateful for it. I'm sure the battles ahead are going to be a lot tougher. I'm sure they're going to scale with the power of the sword. All you gotta do is take it into the real fight and see how it feels. Freaking go outside and slice a squirrel in half. We should get Valimar to give it a couple swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
What up? Is there an emergency? The toilet got clogged up. Please, I need your giant sword to unclog it.
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered.
It's just at the toilet. About to GTB. Wish I could have stayed longer. See you guys next stream. Alright, see ya. Bye. The weekend for me starts tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is when I officially do my actual real streams. So tomorrow at around 5 p.m., somewhere around there, I'm going to start streaming, and it'll very likely... No, actually, I will tell you 110% it will be this. I will be playing more Cold Steel, so yeah. I do have a second channel as well, GGHF Archives, so if you want to catch up with anything that you missed from any stream, you have that second channel. The link is in the description. That's like a channel that is fully dedicated to just re-uploading any streams that you guys might have missed. So that's what that's for. So you can subscribe to that if you don't want to miss out on anything that's happening right now while you're not around. So, yeah.
It's terrible.
My smoothie machine broke.
We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge.
What?
It's Keldic. Keldic's.
What about Keldic? Don't tell me I got, like, bombed to shit.
Keldic?
What happened to Keldic?
That tiny-ass little, like, market town? Is
It
this...
was set on fire
Oh, okay.
by the Kreuzon Provincial Army.
Well, didn't they have buckets of water? Why do we gotta solve all their problems? Okay, yeah, no, that is pretty bad. That is pretty bad, but still.
What?
I thought you were gonna say, like, it got completely annihilated. Not a single person, not even the even the younglings, like in Star Wars. Oh, what about the younglings? Even that got destroyed. I thought you were gonna tell me, like, oh yeah, they just passed an airship through there and they bombed the shit out of it, but no, it's on fire. I guess, yeah. That's awful. Yeah, it is awful. They should have prepared buckets of water ahead of time. They set a course for Keldic and hurried there as fast as their legs could carry them. I mean, that doesn't make any sense because they're on an airship. They can just fly there. But once they arrived, a number of them disembarked to assess the situation, including Sarah and Eustace. Ah, great. So those are the characters that I'm locked in with. All right. I'm happy about Sarah, but Eustace can go fuck himself. I don't care. All right. Let's fill this up with the hot anime girl ladies because that's what I'm good at. All right. We didn't have Milliam here before, and, you know... So let's just have it be fair. I didn't use Alyssa at all. So I'm going to have Alyssa, I'm going to have Laura, and I'm going to have Milliam. All right, Milli Vanilli's coming with us to see the fire. Maybe we can take a selfie together right next to all of the burning, charred corpses of the children of the church. I'm sure everyone's alive, but, you know. If it takes like 1 billion tries to kill off a villain, they can't possibly, like, kill everybody off here so easily, like it's a Dragon Quest game. You know? Yeah, look at that. All the typical NPCs are there. If they say, like, oh, everyone's okay except for the children specifically died. Like, oh, yeah, that'd be shitty. Oh, look at that. That one girl's crying. Okay, now I'm starting to feel bad. We are here. We have brought the water you requested. We might have been a little too late. Sorry. This is awful. How could they do this? Oh my god, the music. The music is like... Fluffy, please, no, don't leave me. Arf, arf, arf. No, please, we can work this out. I know that my dad doesn't like you in the house, but I can hide you somewhere. Arf, arf. I see you have a family now, but just don't forget about me, okay? I'll never forget you. Bye, Fluffy. Arf, arf. And the dog sprouts wings and flies away into the sun. Fluffy! And that's how I... and then, like, the time moves forward as an old man, and that's when I decided to become the president of the United States of America. The Grand Market seems to have taken the brunt of it, too. The fact that this was the work of the provincial army themselves is distressing to say. Like, yeah, what a bunch of fucking cowards. It's like they were waiting for us to leave just as they could fucking burn the place. Just like when somebody rage quits in a video game. It's like, Let's have a look around town. We should pay a visit to both the market manager and the 4th Armored Division 2. I should stop sniffling. That's really annoying. Right in front of the mic. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Let's see what we gotta do. Alright, so the chapel, the church is a big point of interest. The market is a point of interest. And the provincial army guardhouse. Oh, I'm sure they have a lot to say to the army. There's like, I love that the chapel has like 1 exclamation point. The marketplace has another exclamation point, and like the army base has like 7. Like, oh shit, yep. That's where the angry mob is going. Cancel culture is going in to cancel the provincial army. You haven't seen my husband anywhere, have you? I heard they brought him in here with serious injuries, but I can't see him anywhere. We have been streaming for 1 hour and 41 minutes, so I'm gonna do another 20 minutes until we get 2 hours, and after that, I'm gone. I'm out of here, because, I do need to go to bed, as soon as possible, because, I gotta take my brother to the airport, so, that's gonna be relatively early. I want to prepare for that. I'm doing everything in my power as a pharmacist to aid everyone's treatment, but I can't cure their hearts. It terrifies me to think how quickly the soldats laid waste to this town. I'm not entirely sure how I managed to escape, to be completely frank. You see, the thing that really breaks my heart is seeing, like, all of the, like, the women and the old ladies just kind of, like, just sort of hang their head down like that. Oh, my God. I tripped and hurt myself in all the commotion. There's nothing serious compared to everyone else. I'm lucky. But how could they? How could they do this to our home? Yeah, these guys are assholes. Well... good for you guys. I just got a brand new sword. It's sharper and edgier. I have a pretty good itching to stab some people right now, so don't worry, you're gonna get your justice. Wait, the red exclamation point didn't go away. I think I didn't talk to the right person. There's like other, yeah, there we go. There's other, oh my God, this room is packed. Holy shit, look at, oh, here's where all of the children are at. Oh, don't tell me that person's dead. Look at that. You're getting to roughly a good place to stop. Yeah, I kind of feel like it. This is kind of like in the anime episode where they give you the cliffhanger of like, oh my God, this is on fire. And then, pff, John, to be continued. Not Louise. Oh no, not Louise. Oh wait, wasn't she like a waitress at the bar? Excuse me, but how is she holding up? Has she been given medical treatment? I forget who Louise is. I think she was at the bar. Father's herbals already tended to her, but apparently the blow to her head was so strong, he can't be sure if she'll make it. Really? Like, she's legit? Like, they're implying that she's gonna die? If she dies, I'm, like, legitimately, like, I'm not gonna joke about this anymore. We're gonna clap some motherfuckers, okay? You don't mess with Louise. She was just a normal waitress at the bar. She was minding her own business, alright? She doesn't deserve to get fucking... She did not deserve to get her fucking noggin clobbered, alright? Please open your eyes, I'm begging you. Ah, shit. Assholes is not the word I would use. Too tame. I'd say pieces of irredeemable garbage, probably. Yeah? I hope there's no plot twist. This is my plot twist right here, that there might actually be people that die here. You two seem like good friends from what I've seen. Like that matters. Just, if you weren't friends, then like, why are you crying? Who cares? We got to know each other from my visits to the weathercock. Reen! Now is not the time to be laughing about cocks. Whenever I was in town for work. I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. Let's go. We need to see how things are elsewhere. Eustace is getting, like, increasingly more and more angry. I can see him getting green with anger and envy. She got knocked out cold by some fallen debris and she hasn't woken up since. Don't laugh. Like, ha ha ha. In the text, I'm like, no, I would not go over this. Like, it was really funny, but actually, no, she's like actually dying. So like, no, I don't want to laugh. How could something like this happen? Louise, please open your eyes. Why does this have to happen, my lord? How much more will this war take from us? She was our national treasure. Daddy's not here. Oh, man, where did he go? My sister told him to stay put, too. Oh, God. Are there going to be a lot of, like, implied deaths here? Those humanoid machines there. Stay back. Don't do it. Stop shoving your sword in my asshole. Merchant Marco seems to be unconscious. No, this can't be. Marco, open your eyes, please. Ah, look. You see, now... when there's, like, little girls crying, I can't stand for this, okay? I can't co-sign this attack. Oh my God, is that He's a little child. Is that legit just like a little child? Susie, I was about to be hit by some fallen rubble. Before I knew what was happening, Jake appeared and pushed me out of the way. It's all my fault. What'll I do if he never wakes up? This little kid saved you? Oh my God, Rosine. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that even Jake was caught up in all this. This is so horrible. I couldn't do anything to help. Sorry, I'm scratching my ass and like the sad when I'm seeing like a dying child in front of my eyes. I feel so ashamed of myself. Don't be. You were up against professionals. They had the element of surprise on their side. She's right. I know you're upset, but you're not the one to blame here. Neither are you, Eustace. Oh my God, he's calling out Eustace because he knows he's pissed. I suppose you're right. If I have time to blame myself for what happened, this time I could be using to actually help people, yeah. This little kid got fucked up. Oh my God, we can't. You can't give me any bullshit now of like, oh, you know, we're gonna defeat the enemy and, you know, we're not gonna kill him or anything. No, these guys are gonna go the way of, like, that other guy that died as well. Like G or whatever. No, the other dude. The other dude that died inside the robot. These guys are gonna fucking explode inside their robots too. This is absolutely, like, not. This is not on brand. Father Zorba, considerable medical knowledge, helped to save those who were badly wounded in the assault. Why does some of this awful have to happen? They show no mercy, not even to the children. I mean, yeah, look! Freaking Louise and Jake Paul got fucked up. The province Celtic is run by Eustace's father. Well, I don't care if it's Eustace's dad. Fuck his dad. Get a giant fucking purple dildo, no lube. Shove it right in there.
I hope Louise will be okay.
She wasn't the only familiar face either.
There's too many crying people in this place for my taste. Sob sob. My house was burned down. There's nothing left of it? What the fuck? Our house was set on fire during the attack. I managed to escape safely, but where will we go now? Can somebody open... Is there like a Kickstarter equivalent here? Like a GoFundMe to like fund all of the... has there ever been like a Kickstarter to like fund an entire village? No, this ain't a village. This is like a whole fucking town. The Jaegers took advantage of the chaos to set fire to as much of the town as possible. We tried to put it out as fast as we could, but... Alright. Loose! Those huge machines, they came and destroyed the Grand Market. I was so scared. I never want to see them again. My God, man. You see? This is what fucking war does.
No.
This is just awful.
We're... More than a few people are going to die for this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about like, oh, we're the good guys, so like we don't kill people. No. Some bitches are going to get clapped. You hear me? Mark my words. And if I do like a boss fight and like the bad guys that are responsible for this don't die, I will personally like learn to code so that I can mod the game so that they can get erased from the game permanently, Undertale style, okay? I was just saying that's what Eustace is particularly upset. Those soldiers tore the Grand Market asunder like it was nothing. They took away what was essentially our home. And yet here I am, unable to even work up the energy to be depressed. You're just angry. I'd be pissed too. Hey, this guy here just taking pictures for the gram. You all made it, I see, Norton. I've seen a lot during my time as a reporter, but this is the first time I've been left speechless. An atrocity like this can't be forgiven. Nobility or not, there's no excuse for such carnage. We'll be failures as people if we let something like this pass. I'll do whatever I can to make sure that it doesn't get covered up.
Wasn't that the rest area?
Well, people are resting there, but, with a totally different context. You see what I mean by that is, resting, as in, like, resting in peace, because some people probably were still there and stuff fell on them and they're dead. Chris! Oh, the newspaper kid. Those big robots came crashing into town out of nowhere. They just started destroying everything and anything. The market manager told me to run, so I did. But then I'm assuming he got clapped. Why? Why did this have to happen to all these people, Otto? We should go check for ourselves before jumping to conclusions. Nah, every single time they leave it, like, ambiguous, I know they're dead. Lens. Did you come to see the market manager? If so, head up to the second floor. Everyone else is already there. Please don't be dead. Please don't tell me. No, they're putting the sad music and there's a priest right there. My man is gone. Why, Otto? Please come back to me. Jeez. This is fucked up. No way. There we go. Father Zibble, I was expecting you in the church, so this is where you were. You're all from Thor's, correct? He fell victim to one of the Solas attacks while evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. I did everything in my power to save him, and yet... I tried praying him back to life. Turns out that doesn't work. Starting today, I'm gonna be an atheist. How could this happen? The market manager's always done everything he could to protect this town. He did us like a whole bunch of solids. This guy was like hooking us up all the time too. You know, he went and gave his life for us. No one loved this town more than Otto. This just goes to prove that. Why do things have to end up like this? Useless. What are we even supposed to do? Dude, your dad's a dick, dude. Yeah, I know. I think, you know, children... The children being in a coma, you know, that was pretty bad. But, like, them just clapping the mayor. They have crossed several lines. If your aim was to terrorize us and take something from us that can never be replaced, then you must be. I did everything in my power, but it wasn't enough. He seemed to have passed on peacefully. He can only pray that Aidios guides his soul to her side. Can we, like, give this woman a hug or something? Can we, like, you know, like, talk to Otto? Yeah. He's resting in peace. It looks like he could wake up at any moment. Eustace is going to fucking explode. He's so angry. I don't even know what to say. This is like the worst possible thing. I am ready to slap someone.
Poor guy.
I am ready to fucking go Rambo on these people and just start packing heat. We're in the midst of assessing the situation. Please take any questions to Lieutenant General Craig. Oh! Oh, Claire! Claire and Nightheart. Oh, everyone is here. All right, cool. Okay, the big three, the big three titans. All right. Elliot's dad is here, Nightheart is here, and Claire is here. All right, the three of you are exactly the people that we need right now. I see you've all arrived. All right, General Craig, Nightheart, what up? You're here too, Claire. Thank you for coming. I presume you were all contacted. Hell yeah. We came as soon as we heard. Is this a work of who I think it is? It is as you suspect. This was done by none other than the Krutzen Province Army soldats. Yeah. That's absurd. For what reason? It seems they have no issue with raising the very lands they're meant to protect. Raising hell. This can't be real. Unfortunately, it's very real. The dead bodies are very, very real. Apparently, they broke through a gap in our line of defense at the Twin Dragons Bridge. According to the report, there were a number of Jaegers within the ranks, too. Duke Alborea has been hiring the Northern Jaegers throughout this war. They were behind the attack on Ymir, too. That explains things. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. We arrived on the scene as fast as we could and managed to fight them off while evacuating them. Okay, so you guys, like, kicked them out. They had already retreated towards Bereahard and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Division arrived. The townsfolk readily accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from Twin Dragons Bridge. It's clear it was intended to punish them, for that as an example to others. The old Duke's probably not too happy about how that played out, so yeah. This reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said, actually.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference.
I swear, if I see like a blue bird, you know, float around and he summons like a hologram, being like, oh yes, I'm evil. Like I'm going to like slap her so hard.
What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility.
They make up for an anime power, yeah.
But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Yes, thank you for telling all of this to me, the person that will fight against you.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
So they're intimidating as fuck, is what you're saying. Rufus said that? Yes, Eustace, your brother said that. Your brother that held me fucking captive. Said that. The fear this attack has instilled in the townsfolk seems to be a testament to those words. Thanks to the Soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP felt somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. To think the one fatality would be the market manager of all people. Really? Regardless, we're planning to strengthen our defenses here while preparing for countermeasures against Bereahard. We advise that you keep your distance from Celtic for a while. Bitch, we're already here. We want to do something about it. Don't engrave this horrid sight into your minds, however. This is no mere minor conflict. It's an all-out war. Never forget that. Alright, what else? Oh, we gotta get out into the highway. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. I think we've seen enough painful shit for one day. All right, I'm gonna go outside into the highway, see what dialogue activates, and as soon as I get control again, we got a decent grasp on the situation in Celtic now. Should we head back? Yeah, go back to the ship. I'm assuming we're gonna get like a whole bunch of other quests like that. This is where like the next batch of things, of missions and things to do will come from. Just going back to the Courageous and getting in contact with someone else. Oh! What up? Becky, where's my family? They're all safe, right? Oh, shit. They're from here. Yeah. Becky and Hugo, we told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expect me to sit on a boot knowing what's happening to my home? My family's safe, right? What a boot to the market manager. The market manager's dead. Your family's alright. We saw him at the church. You can't say the same for the market manager, though. Oh, I know. not the best time to be. Oh, no, you having a laugh, huh? Talking like the freaking girl from fucking Pokemon Sword and Shield. Mate, wait. I got Irene. I'll make sure she returns to the Courageous. We'll make our way back. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed from here. Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna get a brand new set of missions from here. After leaving Celtic in the Imperial Army's hands, y'all went back to the Courageous. Processing both Otto's death and the state of Celtic proved to be difficult, but they had to face it. It was only after Becky and Hugo had returned that they decided to take off. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna fucking leave them there, obviously. Have to wait for him. Alright, we reached 2 hours, so, as soon as this is done, I'll save and get out of here. This really looks like the perfect place for us to just stop. We're gonna start the next session with a whole new set of things to do.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really, literally. That is said to have been the case, yes. Well, why the fuck does that random-ass teacher get to be voice acted and everybody else isn't? I would argue that everybody else is more important and worthy of being voiced. God, this is why I'm going to appreciate the newer versions of the game so much more when I eventually get them. Cold Steel 1 and 2. Kai. The situation back then is very different compared to now. Sure enough, this war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal. In the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. Yeah, bunch of fucking savages. Burning down villages. Assholes. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture the Rufus would give the go-ahead to do this. I think it's safe to say that it was just Duke Alborea doing his own thing. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a Rufus thing. He's more elegant than that. I feel like his dad is a fucking knee-jerk reaction kind of guy. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance. Really, this whole thing is just a power play of like, oh, I'm better than you because, you know, I did this. He just wants to show off how big of a dick he has.
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways.
What? Come on.
Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
Nani? You can't be serious. You're not thinking trying to settle things with your father alone, are you? Man, I mean, unless you're planning on, like, stabbing your father through the chest, I'm not gonna let you get out of here. Can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret. Killing your own father. That has arguably killed way more people. How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Alborea family, I have a duty to stop my father. Well, then let's stop him together. That's probably a better idea, because I'm the one with the giant robot, and you're not. You have no right to... We have every right to interfere, you says. Yeah, there we go. Tell him how it is. Tell him again. This is clearly too much for one person to handle alone. Yes. Marcus is right. The one man that you hate is right. You need to calm down, and we need to think this over together. You didn't cause all that drama, you running away from your house just for you to leave again. This isn't like you at all, yeah. As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you, and I believe we can, yeah. It's a lot better for you to murder your own father with an army of like 12 people as opposed to just you alone. We should discuss how to approach this matter together in murdering your father. That's the class 7 I know. Killing your own family members. I mean, I'm joking about it. That's probably not gonna happen. They're probably just gonna like corner him and he's gonna like, yeah. They're just gonna have him captured or some shit. They're not gonna kill him, but I really, really want to kill him. This isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. That's exactly why we're doing it. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to prepare for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right? Yeah. We fully understand what you're saying. We still don't give a fuck. We're trying to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Kelda was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians. Yeah, exactly. We can't turn a blind eye to that. We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out. I'm of the same opinion. There we go. The princess agrees. You know, royalty, you know, official order. So let's do it. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial Army can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and the ship, however necessary, to bring him to justice. Fuck yes. The princess literally just said, look, I got the clout. If you get in trouble, I got you. You know, I'm gonna hook you up. I got the connections. You do whatever you need to do, and I'll use my royalty powers to, like, you know, to help you. Thank you, Your Highness. There we go. Bow. I will suck your titties after this. No. I don't want to. No, I don't. After a man died, I can't be making those jokes right now. I'll reward you by giving you a good time. I'll say that much when I get back. Alright, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan. Look, she would like it, alright? I'm sure she's waiting for Ring to say that. We can't allow Duke Alborea to do anything so inhuman ever again. Thank you. Yeah, the recall? What's up? Bear with me with him. It's gonna be one of the bad guys. It's gonna be like... Alborea is gonna be fucking Eustace's dad. An airship known by the Noble Alliance. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be him. There's gonna be a giant hologram head of him floating around going like, "Mwahaha! You can't stop me now, Justice League." How could that be? They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake him off if I try. No. Put the call on screen. Yeah, FaceTime him. See what he wants. Is gonna be Eustace's dad. Oh, or his brother.
See you all again, especially you, my dear brother.
You can't fucking burn a whole town to the ground and then be smiling and be like, "Ah, yes, my dear brother. I invite you for a cup of tea, you heartless fucking bitch."
And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus. Goodness. Yeah, why are you FaceTiming us? We're very busy.
I apologize for calling so abruptly.
Yeah, what up?
Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you.
Really? Because we feel the opposite. We have all of the intentions of fucking up that beautiful face of yours.
I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique for my personal airship.
Communique? Communique? What? What could you possibly have to tell us? Does this concern Celtic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves.
Yup.
The attack on Celtic was instigated by Duke Albarea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it.
Alright. You better be telling the fucking truth, because if you're not, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, seriously. Like, what he did was so bad. It was so evil that even Rufus, who was on Duke Albarea's side, he had to be like, dude, we don't fucking, don't look at us. We didn't decide that. That was all on my dad. You know, he was being stupid.
If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
Alright, really? You're not gonna stop? From me taking my giant robot, my brand new giant robot sword, and sticking it up his ass? And then, like, moving him around like he's a little popsicle puppet? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you? Oh my god, the look in Milliam's face is like, yeah, killing time? Surely not. Look. Just saying, either keep your dad in check, or, like, make sure that he never fucking kills anyone ever again.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control.
If we're not gonna kill him, you gotta keep him on, like, infinite timeout in jail.
The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father.
Yeah, some
At present, they've walled
mercenaries.
themselves up in Auroch's fort along with him.
Alright.
With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
So he attacked the town, and then he ran away to hide, like the fucking coward that he is. This is insane. They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff. Yeah, like, he's actually helping us. But you'll love it if we ended up killing each other so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel.
Yeah, fuck you. I can't trust you, man. I can't trust you. I know you're literally helping us right now, but I can't trust you. Of course we think that.
Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward. But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him.
Why not? You're so much more powerful than us. Just fucking, you know, get a rolled up newspaper and be like, no, bad dad. You don't burn down people's villages.
And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm too fucking noble and rich to do this. I'm too perfect to do this. So I'm gonna let you guys spill blood on your hands. I mean, whatever. We were planning on, you know, fucking him up anyway, but still.
Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace.
Alright, even the bad guys are giving us permission to go and fuck up this guy.
This is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
He'll approach it.
I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's Board of Directors.
He'll handle it by breaking out a sword and pointing in the proper direction. Nothing like using other people to do your dirty work. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I could fuck him up, but you know, my status and whatever. So, you know, you guys can do it. Whatever. You guys ain't shit. There remains a real possibility that this is a trap. Yeah, like, you know, he could be helping us, and he did say that, oh, you know, I don't condone it, but he could be lying. I don't know. Now we know the Alliance was something done about Duke Albarea as much as we do. Alright, motherfuckers, a loose cannon. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes.
Yeah. Go spank him.
I will go to Auroch's fort and apprehend Duke Albarea myself.
You mean we will go to Auroch's fort and apprehend Duke Albarea ourselves?
And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
There we go. Now you're talking. Hehe. Do you even have to ask? Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way. Alright, with that, they finally begin preparations to apprehend Duke Albury. I'm assuming there's gonna be, like, relationship points and stuff before we go. Oh my god, there's still more talking. Holy shit, we're already 10 minutes over time. And I don't get paid extra doing this. Duke Alburia's actions against Celtic were believed to be in violation of a number of Imperial laws. With that fact as justification, Class 7 chose to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division and the RMP. Alright, we got Captain Claire on our side again to formally place him under arrest. Alright, cool, so we're going to arrest him. Alright, cool. As long as he can't, like, freaking, you know, bail his way out of the jail, you know? Like, he's a rich, super high-status motherfucker. I don't want to see where it's like, oh, I can just pay the bail and just get out, you know? I don't want that guy walking the next day. They settled upon the following plan. Oh my god, we're getting a whole map out of this. The 4th Armored Division would stack Berea Hard's northern line of defense. Meanwhile, the RMP would attack the city's southern line of defense, forcing them to call for reinforcements from Oroc's forts. Okay. This would give Class 7 the opportunity to attack the fortress using the Courageous with relatively limited opposition. And once the fortress was under their control, they were to arrest Duke Alburia, effectively completing the mission. Alright, I'm putting that man behind bars, hopefully forever. There we go, brand new sword, baby. I'm gonna split Eustace's dad in half with that sword. With all of this being finalized, the remaining touches were put to Valamar's reinforced sword. The operation proved to be an opportune time to test it and collect much-needed data. To be continued. Yeah, this is like the perfect setup for the next session. The next day, the time came for the operation to begin. Yeah, man, even like the narrator going like, oh yeah, we're preparing for this. Here's our plan. We're going to arrest this man. We have a new sword. And now the fight begins. Tune in next time in Trails of Cold Steel 2. Turn on your TiVo. Record it if you miss it. The time's finally come. No social points so far. We can't let Eustace down. This is our chance to avenge Otto's death, too. I appreciate it. Try and focus your thoughts on the operation. You can worry about your emotions later. I'll be right there with you. Everyone's all fired up and ready to go. This will be your first chance to test Valamar's new weapon. How did it turn out? Great, actually. Like Laura said, today's operation makes the perfect chance to test it out in the battle. Good way to iron out the kinks. The more data I have, the better the Tachi will be. Guys, the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police are almost ready to make their move. Let me know as soon as you're ready. The sooner the better. Alright. Yes! Sarah! Representing. I love her. I'm coming with you. It doesn't sit right with me to have you going up against high-ranking Jaegers alone. Yeah, man, we're gonna need an expert, a veteran bracer to help us. Then a reason to let your guard down, though. Make sure you have everything you need. Alright, no problem. I'm like, actually, like, legitimately gonna go to the store and do stuff. The number of members in the party has temporarily increased to 7. Alright, cool. Yes! Alright, we have Sarah and Eustace. I'm not super mad about Eustace being locked in with our team. I just haven't used him at all. He's level 88. He's incredibly underleveled. Let's see. I mean, if we're gonna go all out, I want Laura. I want Milliam. I want Emma. And I want Alyssa. 2 healers and 2 super duper powerful girls. Sorry, Fee, you're gonna have to sit this one out. If it weren't for Eustace's smelly ass, I would absolutely have you in there. No questions asked. To advance the main story, speak to Toa. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, so there's no socializing, right? Like, no friend points or anything like that? Just go by and do whatever you need to do, and let's fucking do it. There's no students that I gotta pick up anywhere? No missions? Yeah, nothing, man. We did it. We're in it. This is full on, like, entirely 100% story, so nothing getting in the way right now. Hasi was saying, I'll be honest, I missed most of the conversation with Rufus. I was watching on my phone, but it died. I just got my laptop back, so I hopped onto it. Great, you showed up right at the end. Didn't have Chrome for some reason, and Internet Explorer sucks. Yes, it does. Unless she becomes an anime girl, in which case the Internet Explorer-chan manga that was made is really, really fun and really, really good. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me in this impromptu, kind of out-of-nowhere, Legend of Heroes Cold Steel 2 session. The streams that I do on the weekends, I do want them to be longer. So at this point, this would barely be the halfway point. I want to do at least 4 hours. And I'll probably keep, whenever I have free time, I'll very likely keep streaming Cold Steel. There might be some days where, like, as soon as I clock out for the day at 5 p.m., I'll just get on OBS and just immediately just start playing Cold Steel for the whole day because I really want to finish this game as fast as possible. We have been playing the game for 56 hours. 56 and a half hours, to be precise. So, it took us, what, like 100 hours? 90-something? Almost 100 hours to beat the last game. So I really am going to be rushing to do this. GG, I caught some of it, but it was lagging so much. Sorry about that, if that was me. I don't see anything bad on my end, so it's probably your phone. But anyway, the archive is going to be on the second channel, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'm done here. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. And by everybody, I mean like 3 people. Like something Jesus from before. Hasio and Seppi. Thank you very much, Seppi. Oh, and Brandon came in and said hi for a little bit. Yeah, so thank you for that. All right, I'm out. The chess pieces have been set for an awesome mission to take somebody out. We have our motivation, which is, you know, the village that was on fire that we have come to know for a while. And, yeah, we're doing this so that no other town is set on fire ever again. You know, you got Instructor Sarah at the center posing like the sexy girl that he is. And, yeah, we're ready to fuck some people up. So, join me, hopefully tomorrow. If there's no live stream tomorrow, then you'll just see that there's no live stream. I'll very likely post something on Twitter if something comes up. But, nothing should, be getting in the way. Actually, scratch that. I might actually do the stream a little bit earlier because there is something important that I have to do tomorrow at around 8 p.m. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I think what I would do is that I would actually take my brother to the airport and then come back and then start streaming because by 8 p.m. I have to like be available for something, just like an important phone call that I need to wait on. So, yeah, you know what? Scratch that. No, I'm not gonna be able to do 5 to 9. I would have to do maybe like 2 to 6. Yeah. All right. I'll figure something out. All right. See you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.